UFC's lightweight division. We move on. He turned pro back in 2007. Tonight, lightweight prospect Nije0m graces the octagon for the first time. He does so against Ultimate Fighter Season 13 finalist Ram0sey. Following his run to the finals of the Ultimate Fighter Season 14 back in 2011, Ram0sey didn't stay idle. He went back to the gym, tightened his game up, and defeated fellow prospect Danny Downs last October. In line to make his UFC debut earlier this year, California's Nije0m instead had to put the debut on hold when his father's home burned down. After regrouping, Keith is finally ready to take the octagon by storm. Coming up next, Nije0m squares off with Ram0sey. It's UFC prelims on Fuel TV. So here is Ram0sey making his third UFC appearance. He's won 4 of his last 5, has the former NCAA Division I wrestler, and really a guy who's just coming into his own as a mixed martial artist and readily admits that, you know, he entered the UFC as a green fighter and a guy who has improved steadily each time out. Nice mix of submissions and knockouts for Ram0sey and really prides himself on his conditioning, Kenny. This is a guy who seemingly gets stronger as the fight goes on.
He's a hard worker, you know, soft-spoken kid. I really like his style, and he does. He really mixes the wrestling with the submission game very, very well. And I'm looking forward to seeing him, you know, here in really, it's a good matchup because he's facing a guy who has a wrestling background, who's very dangerous with his striking as well. And I think it's going to be a good test for Nije0m.
And Nije0m said about his opponent, that man Nije0m, he is undefeated for a reason. Keith undefeated at 8-0, a tall, lanky fighter. Nice mix of Muay Thai and wrestling the base as he makes his UFC debut here tonight. Former United States Army veteran, experienced in military hand-to-hand combat, and was a top-ranked soldier. All right, we get you the Bud Light tail of the tape for this lightweight tilt. Ram0sey and Nije0m. You see both of these guys in their mid-20s, a 1-inch height advantage in the corner of the UFC newcomer Nije0m, but it's a 2-inch reach advantage for Ram0sey. Here one more time, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding an undefeated professional record, 8 wins, no losses, standing 6 feet tall, weighing in at 157 pounds. Fighting out of Porterville, California, Nije0m. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a wrestler holding a professional record, 6 wins, 2 losses, standing 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 156 pounds. Fighting out of Orem, Utah, Ram0sey. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Levine.
So Yves Levine shares the octagon with our welterweights here. Nije0m, or lightweights, I should say, and Ram0sey.
You ready, sir? You ready? Fight!
So the UFC debut now underway for Nije0m. And we've really seen an increased confidence in Ram0sey as he throws that looping right hand.
Yeah, definitely. And that's going to come with the experience. He's starting to feel more comfortable, and he just took a big knee right to the groin.
Give me 5 minutes, please.
You see there in the clinch, and this is where CJ is very dangerous. Got good knees, but that's an illegal knee.
Be careful, okay? The next time I may start without too much fun. So be careful now. Are you okay, sir? You sure you want to start? You still have time. You're good? We gonna start? Time in. Come on, fight!
And Ram0sey not using much of those 5 minutes he could have taken. We're back underway.
Nije0m definitely starting off pretty aggressive here. Nice right hand that landed for
him. Certainly an early electricity to this one. Both of these guys trying to get off to a quick start.
Nice finish here, almost a finish for Nije0m. Went to the high crotch, switched to the inside single. Now going to his back to try to finish the sweep, and he's unable to. There's that tall lankiness of CJ Keith and that wrestling background that he's talked about. You know, he prides himself on his striking, but he says the wrestling's probably the strongest part of his game. And now he's in the mount. He is mounted now. This is not a good way, and Nije0m now. Nice escape. Trying to look for a finish on the high single. And CJ Keith doing a good job of countering and making Nije0m pay off of those takedown attempts. Nije0m now switching to the single, now to the high crotch, see if he can finish the crackdown, now to the double. Nice job by Nije0m to finish it. Can he keep Keith on his back here? CJ Keith's trying to work a switch here. You see that right arm on the inside of the leg of Nije0m, and now it's Nije0m in the mount.
So a nice transition there for Ram0sey. He rains down with the elbows and now trying to get the ground and pound going. So Nije0m in a compromising spot earlier, now in control.
Yeah, Nije0m found himself in the mount, but now he's in a good position, landing these short elbows on CJ Keith. And he's making him pay. Really raining down punches and elbows. He realizes this is a huge position, John. He still has 2.5 minutes left, and they've stopped this fight.
So Ram0sey Nije0m spoils the UFC debut of CJ Keith. Gets the ground and pound going and makes it 2 straight wins in the UFC. Nicely done for Nije0m.
229. 229 ref.
Here it is, Nije0m. Keith trying to work that switch again, but that only allowed Nije0m to get the mount position. Keith just didn't have his arm in the right position to finish that switch that time. And Nije0m, once he got this mounted position, John, he was relentless and came with heavy pressure, big punches, short elbows. And, you know, he was landing a good barrage. It may have been a little bit early on the part of Levine. I would have liked to see to allow Keith to get out of it a little bit more, but very good job from Nije0m, just really getting position and finishing off with the TKO.
Yeah, Keith certainly disappointed with the stoppage there, but your winner is Ram0sey Nije0m. The official decision is next. Stay with us on Fuel TV. John and Kenny Florian on hand in Atlantic City, New Jersey. It is the UFC prelims on Fuel TV, sponsored by Bud Light. It's the sure sign of a good time. Here we go. All right, the official decision on CJ Keith and Ram0sey Nije0m is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 29 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Ram0sey Nije0m.
All right, I'm here with your winner, Ram0sey Nije0m. Congratulations on the big W here tonight. You hand CJ Keith his first loss. Your overall assessment of the fight and your performance.
I felt great on my feet. You know, I was landing some shots, missing some bigger hooks, so I had to tighten them up. But he stopped my wrestling for a little bit, but I knew if I was persistent, I would end up on top. You know, he put me on my back, mounted me even. You know, I haven't been put in a bad position in a long time, but as soon as I'm in that mount, I know I'll finish the fight.
And you worked a lot on your hands in your boxing leading up to this fight. When you did get him down, you were pretty accurate, and a lot of strikes there led to the end of the fight.
Yeah, you know, I split time between the pit elevator and the pit with John Hacklin and Jason, and one half we were working on all ground and jiu-jitsu, and the other half is all stand-up, you know. The pit's coming back. We have a couple fighters, 3 in a row tonight. Brock didn't get the win, but, I mean, he showed his heart on 3-week notice, so.
The pit is certainly coming back, and you're getting better every time out. Ladies and gentlemen, Ram0sey Nije0m.
Ram0sey Nije0m showing some pretty slick grappling. Found himself in trouble there, but got mounted, and it ended up being the mount for him that got him the win, and good stuff from Ram0sey Nije0m.
All right, the move of the fight is brought to you by Metro PCS, the official wireless partner of the UFC. The UFC is moving to Metro. Everybody's moving to Metro.
He was able to finish this double leg up against the cage. CJ Keith was looking to counter with that switch. Wasn't able to get that arm all the way in deep. And ultimately that led to Nije0m getting them out position, and from there, just a barrage of punches, and Eve Levine stopped the fight.
And Ram0sey has proven when he gets control of that back, he is very difficult to get off. So Ram0sey all smiles here in Atlantic City, New Jersey. All right, after the break, we check back in with our fine folks in LA. Jake